Are you addicted to struggle? Most people would say no immediately, right? And yet, look at the patterns in your life. Are you addicted to struggle? If you keep finding yourself in, especially in financially restricted places where it's almost like you have to rush, you have to, somehow do something to get out of this place of financial restriction. Maybe your bills are about to be due, that you have to pay the electricity bill, and somehow, despite not knowing how you're going to get the money, you somehow hustle and you get the money, and you feel like, yeah, I'm quite resourceful. I'm able to come up with the goods when I need to. But why do you have to put yourself in that position all the time? Hey, I'm Rosemary, Nonny. I work with action-oriented spiritual women to start and grow businesses that produce incomes of 6 figures or more within the first 12 months. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? If you are, you need to go and get the 6-figure spiritual business collection and book in for a conversation with me. Let's talk. Let's talk about getting you there. Okay, but this is it. Are you addicted to struggle? Like I was saying, I really want you to pay attention, because it took me a while to realize that I was addicted to struggle, addicted to drama. I had to have a story. It felt good to overcome the story, to be able to share about how I did this and I overcame. You'd be telling your friends and they'd be like, you're so strong, you're so this. And you're feeling really good about the fact that you always come up with the good. Somehow you overcome. Why though? Why do you always have to live paycheck to paycheck? Why do you always have to, wait until the last minute before you do something? Why do you get yourself engaged in these situations where you are in dire straits and then have to dig yourself out again and again and again? Aren't you done with that? Do you want to get to a place where, money is comfortable, where you feel good, where your business is working really well? You always, you even have a waiting list of clients coming through. You don't need to be all stressing all the time. Come on. Don't you want to get there? I know you say you do, but look at your actions. It's like, this used to happen with me with weight as well. There was a certain weight I wanted to get to. And it's for people, because I discovered at that point that I'm someone who has an away from kind of motivation. I thought I was towards until I started trying to lose weight. Then, I get to, so imagine, I'm just going to give you arbitrary numbers here. Imagine I wanted to reach 70 kilos, arbitrary number. So I would, and I was at 78. So I would come down, get to about 74. Get to 74, suddenly start, it doesn't matter anymore, and start eating like a crazy person, get back up to 78 or 79. As soon as I got to 79, hustle, stop eating, stop doing anything, don't do anything. And then I'll come back down to 74. As soon as I got to 74, relax, go back up. This is somebody who said that she wanted to get to 70, but I never did. I kept going between these two numbers, arbitrary numbers. I do not want to get to those numbers. But I kept going between those two numbers. And that's what you do with money sometimes. Or all the time. You say you want 6 figures in income. Your baseline seems to be negative or just above broke. So you might have it's like I was a pharmacist, for goodness sake. I had a good income coming in, but it was never quite enough. And so then I'd hustle, self-employed pharmacist, whatever, get my money up, get a little bit outside of my comfort zone, because we all have a comfort zone with our money, get a little bit above that comfort zone, do whatever I need to do to bring it back down again. Even though I would say I want 6 figures, I would act like someone who was comfortable with, this mid-range here is okay. So I'd spend to get myself back down. I would do whatever, and then I'd be or sometimes even go below, which is how I got to bankruptcy. Kept giving out money instead of saying no. And then you get into a hustle place. At this point, I was 7 months pregnant when I went bankrupt. There was no hustling to come out of it. I didn't know how to break free of it. That's why I went bankrupt. What of you? How do you keep doing this whole up and down thing? You're addicted to drama. You think you have no choice, but that's the story you're telling yourself. You need to figure out what is going on inside of you so that you allow your business to grow. Even if you're not in business, for goodness sake, and you're listening to me right here, allow yourself to grow. Allow your income to grow. Enough with the drama. Enough with the adrenaline of it. You probably have an addictive nature, so maybe you're into drugs and, you know, on the down low, or maybe this is your drug of choice. So you don't do drugs, of course. You're such a nice spiritual person. You don't drink, you don't do drugs. But then you do this whole money nonsense where it's like, ooh, 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 ooh. But you don't put a smile on your face when you're doing it, but there's this excitement about, ooh, can I get over this time? Can I overcome this time? This may be the first time you've even heard, and then you start to listen to yourself and you realize, oh my God, I do that. You get to a certain level and you refuse to go any lower than that. And so then when you get to that level, it's like hustle, 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 hustle. But then as soon as you get above your mid-range here, which is just above broke, maybe, as soon as you get above there, you do whatever to bring it back down again. And then you get to the bottom, you start hustling. Wake up. Can you see what you're doing? Wake up. Go and get the 6-figure spiritual business collection. Book in with a conversation with me. As a bonus, that's what you get. Let's talk about this stuff that you're doing to yourself that is keeping you and your family from progress. Because as you grow, honey, the people around you also benefit. So wake up. Stop doing this to yourself. Go and get the collection, okay? You need to do something different. You need to break free of this pattern you find yourself in. Wake up. Go and get the collection, okay? And share this video with somebody else. Much amazing love. Wake up, man.